Look at this. This is a Zayn special right here. This guy, every time I remember Shang-Chi, yeah, this match was every time. Every time. I just seen somebody walk in with a Deadpool bucket.
Yeah, you can get him.
Oh shit. The fuck?
Isn't Deadpool like rated 18?
It's 15.
Does he just not swear in this one?
No, it's because it's rated by Marvel, isn't it? I mean, Disney took over, so it's 15 instead of 18.
So he doesn't swear this entire time?
No, 15 means
It's like,
just
oh shoot.
You got one as well, the same thing, bro. Right, come through. What are you boys saying? You lot ready to see this? Are you ready, Zane? just laugh. Wait, let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Is this one? I was gonna walk into the wrong one then. Is that Deadpool popcorn thing? Is it? It's not even got Deadpool on it, bro. It's got a fucking borderline thing on it. What is that, bro?
How the fuck did they get Chris Evans to share that?
Mate, they just did, man. No.
That was fucking good. Oh my god. That's a good 7 out of 10, bro.
Nah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, bro.
That was fucking 11, man.
Alvin, like, this is on everything, bro.
Oh yeah, no, bro. You know when they pulled up to Tanger's crib, yeah? Right, and fucking Gambit and all that was there. Alvin went, oh man, that shit looks corny.
Nah, bro, that was cold as
fuck. That was the coldest shit ever.
That was cold, man. What was corny? Gambit, Blade, and you know the superhero team shot.
When you pulled up to Tanger's,
Yeah. Oi, talk to us. Second time watching, what are you saying?
Well, I've already seen it, so
Out of 10.
out of 10, I'll give it a 9.
No.
What are you giving it?
It's good. It's like a 5. That's good. That's good. That's good.
I'm giving it an easy 12.
I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, bro.
Yeah, that was fucking amazing. Oh my god.
It's fun.
Alvin, what are you saying?
It's shit. It's not. It's alright. It's not good.
Out of 10 though, come on.
7.
It was like a 9.5. I used to really enjoy
I
that.
fucking loved it, man. It was so funny, bro. I've got the X-Men with me right here, bro. This is Yo, look at me bumped into the room. What are you saying, bro? What do you think of the film, bro?
It was alright, but there wasn't no actual storyline.
Nah, but
It was funny. Yeah.
No,
it was
I'm
good.
there for the action, man. I don't know about you, bro. What's your favourite part?
Favorite part, the Deadpool.
Alright, all the Deadpools.
All the Deadpools.
Well, that was pretty cool. I love the bit when Wolverine put the mask on, man. I was like, yo, finally, bro. Respect. That's my boy from high school back in the day. Those guys on the curtains are back again with another video, and today guys going to be giving a movie review on Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, this is a film I had to see twice in the cinema before I gave the review. First time watching it, you see the reaction at the start. Just coming back today from watching it the second time, and I love it. It's a fan service film. It's a film for the fans, which is why I just love these characters, Deadpool and Wolverine. Now, you know, Deadpool 1 and 2, they were pretty solid, but this one just is so much better than the previous 2 Deadpool films. The comedy was just amazing throughout the whole time watching it. I'm just laughing at every 5 seconds because the jokes are just too funny. Straight out the gate, that parallel parking joke was just too funny with Happy and Deadpool at the start. That got me dying. There was so many good funny moments in there. Deadpool just saying just these one-liners every 5 seconds. It was just too funny. That opening sequence with the bye Deadpool singing as the credits rolled, mate, it was so good. Absolutely amazing. The action that was done there with Deadpool was so cold. The cameos were amazing throughout. I was not expecting to see Happy at the beginning of the film. That was something I was not expecting to see. And how did Deadpool actually get to the Sacred Timeline 616 universe? Did he do it with the Cable's watch? Is that how he got there? Because I thought Cable's watch just makes him go back in time. I didn't know it could like take him through universes. Like, how does that work? How did Deadpool get into the sacred universe at the start? That someone needs to explain that to me, because I generally have no idea. Because I thought Cable's watch was just time travel, not multiverse travel. I thought it was just time travel. So I don't know what the hell is going on there. Deadpool wants to be an Avenger, but you know he's not going to be an Avenger. And that stuff with Thor crying over Deadpool, what is going on there? But that was hilarious. And he kept waking up like, Thor. That was so hilarious. Every time Deadpool did that, I was dying. He kept bringing it up like a couple of times, like, why is Thor holding me in the distant future? Now, if they do that in Avengers Secret Wars, how Thor holding Deadpool, it'll be such a funny callback to that scene. The first big cameo that we saw was Human Torch as Chris Evans. And then when I saw it, I was like, yo, Human Torch, flame on! Like, I love that, flame on. It was wicked when he did it. But then he like got died in like 15 seconds. At least we got to see him suit up as the Human Torch, but then he was quickly defeated by Pyro. That was a really cool fight though. Human Torch versus Pyro. As Pyro can just, you know, take all the fire out of him. I thought that was pretty cool. But you know, Pyro I thought had a really good role in this whole film because he got quite a lot of the screen time. But we actually didn't really get to see Pyro do the whole things with his flames, like the whole Pyro things where he gets to make like horses or whatever he wants to make. I thought we were going to get a proper scene with Pyro making like his old fire illusions. That would have been so cool, but they didn't do it, man. I thought they were going to do it with this one. Because obviously we've got teasers of him in X-Men 3 when he's doing the fire blast and all that. I thought this one they were actually going to do Pyro justice. Because he had the full costume. He had the Pyro costume on. I thought we were going to actually see him with, you know, like the canisters and the whole firing. I just wish we got to see Pyro in action, man. That would have been really cool. Juggernaut, man. I think they misused Juggernaut. They could have given him much a bigger role. Like, I really wanted to see Juggernaut just go boom, like beat someone up, like quick time, and just run through something like he does always. Just Juggernaut running through stuff, breaking walls or whatever. But he was played by a different actor, which I didn't actually know at the time. I only found out the second time watching it that it's not the same Juggernaut from X-Men 3. It's a different actor, but it's the same variant of Juggernaut, just wearing the same clothes. I'm guessing they couldn't get the original actor for whatever reason. But they needed Juggernaut in the film because his helmet was like crucial to how they're going to beat Cassandra Nova at the end. Yeah, I wish we got to see Juggernaut do some damage, man. He really got beaten up really quickly by X-23. Another missed opportunity. We didn't see a scene with like Wolverine and X-23 fighting side by side. That's something the fans want to see, man. We didn't even get it. Like, even the second time watching it, I was like, did anything happen? No, we didn't even get a scene where like Wolverine and X-23 were fighting together, man. Team up moves. We didn't get none of that, man. That would have been so cool. Gambit, though, was the GOAT from the top, man. He was one of my favourite parts. Seeing Gambit do all the card stuff, mate, it was so cool seeing his powers. They really gave him and Blade the most screen time in that fight. They really did Gambit justice, and I loved it. Him with the bow. His voice was hilarious as well. Him chucking the card at Wolverine's whiskey. Yeah, just Gambit killed it for me. 10 out of 10. Really amazing to see my boy Gambit in there. He was hilarious. Blade is my brother, man. I think Blade is my biggest reaction. When I saw him the first time, I jumped out my seat. And all my boys were like, yo! Because that music that pulled up, and when we saw Blade slow motion walk out of there, mate, I was jumping through the roof. I was in a different universe myself when I saw Blade, because Blade is probably my favourite character out of the whole cameos that showed up. Just seeing Wesley Snipes' Blade back, oh, it's so good, because Blade 1 and 2, badass movies. Blade 1 and 2, you can't get enough of them. And this guy was killing it. His one-liners that he just dropped, there's only one Blade and there's never going to be another Blade. Like, yo, it's so, the way he said it, and then Deadpool looks at the camera like, bro, they got a new one coming out. But nah, I love Blade, man. And the best callback was, some motherfuckers is always trying to ice skate uphill. When I heard that, I was so happy, man, because that line is such a badass line. I'm so glad that he got to say it again. And he had some cool fighting as well. He was fighting Toad, killed the shit out of Toad. Toad had some good, cool parts in this film. You know, I like how they used him. I think he was used enough in this film. Obviously, there's so many characters, but I really like how they used Toad. He got more shine than Sabretooth. Sabretooth died in like 5 seconds, man. I really thought we were going to get a proper Sabretooth fight with Wolverine. That would have been amazing, but they kind of just died in 5 seconds. No, I really hoped we would have got that proper Sabretooth Wolverine battle. We didn't get it, man. We got robbed from that moment. It was a quick head slice. But I feel like I kind of saw it coming as well. But hey, it is all good. That was cool to see him. Blade was fighting Zazel as well. That was really cool. And he was fighting Lady Deathstrike. Like, Blade was doing his thing, man. He was beating up everyone. Seen it the first time. I didn't actually see Wolverine fight Lady Deathstrike. But then when second time I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, we actually got a scene where Wolverine and Deathstrike go at it for about 5 seconds. Elektra, she's just kind of there. Like, I really don't think you needed Elektra in there. She's just a cool cameo to have. She didn't really have any cool scenes in that. I didn't really care much about Elektra. She's just kind of there just to fill a spot of a cameo bit. I feel like they could have had anyone else be there. Like the Daredevil from Ben Affleck's Daredevil, that would have been cool if he was there. But yeah, Elektra was just kind of there. Blade and Gambit were the 2 #1 best cameos in this. And let's talk about Henry Cavill coming out of nowhere as Wolverine. I did not see that coming. And he looks actually pretty cool as Wolverine, man. He looks badass. I really respect that cameo because obviously he done dirty with Superman and everything. Oh, and we got teased, man. Wolverine versus the Hulk. Wolverine had the brown suit on. That suit looks so good on Wolverine, man. It looks so good. Like, just seeing that suit, I was like, damn. And then you got Hulk coming out, and it was the Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. It wasn't the 2008 Hulk with Edward Norton. It was the Mark Ruffalo Hulk, and he was going, rah. And then they did the shot from the comics where in Wolverine's claws, you see the reflection of Hulk's face. Oh, mate, that was beautiful. All we get is Hulk slapping Deadpool. That is it. We didn't get the fight, man. That's crazy. I wish they would have done something with it. It was like a 10-second teaser. Will we actually see that film, though? Will we get a Wolverine versus Hulk film? I really hope they do. I really, really hope they make that film. In reality, of all the films they got coming out, you know, this Thunderbolts shit, they got Avengers, Secret Wars, Avengers, Doomsday. I just can't see it happening, man, with this lineup. Like, they've got so many films to make. And I feel like this film would have to come out in 2026. Wolverine vs. the Hulk, and they got to do it like that. But I feel like if it's too late down the line, like 2028, it's a bit like long, isn't it? Like, it's just too much waiting time, man. We got to get that film ASAP. Like, Hulk vs. Wolverine, man. They got to make that film. Like, they can make so much money from that as well. Just Hulk and Wolverine fighting. That's just what the fans want to see. Now, overall, as fighting wise, I love the characters. The story is like chilling, isn't it? I quite like it. It's something different. It's like this story was a different type of story. I wasn't expecting everything to happen the way it happened. Like, the Deadpool versus the 100 Deadpools, I thought that scene was going to be like the third fight, but it ended up being like basically the final fight, really, because the very, very last thing is just them holding hands and life is a mystery. It's all that, the song just going on and saving the day. That bit was pretty cool, how whole body transformation, that was badass. I loved the mask on Wolverine. At first it didn't look right, but then it's because you're so used to seeing Wolverine without the mask. And then when you see him put the mask on, it's like, damn, that's Wolverine right there. And it was really cool, though, that one-shot fight. I loved the bit where Wolverine just jumps off that car and goes into one of the Deadpools. That was a cool one-shot fight scene. Bet that, but I feel like the best fight in the whole film was Deadpool versus Wolverine. The Fox logo, that is the best fight in the whole film. That's my favourite scene. I think they really gave it their all in that fight scene. It's just, I loved that fight the best. Like, I did love the Gambit and Blade fight and everything, but it's kind of like all over the place because there's so many people in it. And they're just kind of like cutting around to everyone. I feel like that's my second favourite fight. But mate, the Deadpool versus Wolverine, especially the bit with zero sound. There's no music. Ooh, that bit is really, really nice, man. Blade Gambit was so good. I wish they were in it a little bit more. You know, they had a good amount of screen time in that, which is cool. Chris Evans' death at the end was funny, and his little callback post-credits scene, you know, all that was funny. I wish, you know what I wish, though? Here's what I still wish. There's a couple moments that I just really wanted in there. Charles. They needed Charles Xavier in this. The amount of times they said his name at least 10 times. I feel like if you had a scene with Cassandra Nova and Charles, maybe Charles could have helped Cassandra Nova become good or something. I don't know. Maybe that could have happened, but Cassandra Nova just had to blow up and explode. I feel like you could have had Charles in there, man. A scene with Charles and Cassandra Nova would have been very emotional. I feel like could have hit hard, you know, because, like, damn, she's been looking for Charles this whole time. And she finally finds Charles. That could have been really cool, man. Should have got Patrick Stewart back in as Professor X. That would have been really cool to see that. Oh, man. I was really hoping for Cyclops to show up. They said, Wolverine said his name. Wolverine said Cyclops, Storm, Beast, Jean. But we didn't see him. I was really hoping near the end or somewhere in the film that we'd see Cyclops. That was like my #1 cameo hopeful. I was hoping for.
And I really hoped for Punisher and Daredevil.
Nah, get out of here.
Because they were really good.
Yeah, they just needed Cyclops in there. And imagine just Cyclops coming down from the plane doing that X-Men 97 Cyclops blast has it and that superhero landing. Oh, that would have been the best thing ever. I thought Jean was going to show up because obviously like Wolverine's close with Jean and everything. And I thought Storm was going to show up. I thought Halle Berry was saying that she was in this film. So I was so surprised when she wasn't in it. I was like, what? How is none of the X-Men showing up? And they didn't even have Magneto either. They just said Magneto died. I was like, what? I feel like the film was missing the X-Men, man. If they had them, oh, the film would have been even better than what it already is. Like, the film's really good on its own, but I feel like if you had the X-Men in there, oh, it would have been the icing on the cake. Like, even if they were in there for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, if they just had like the scene at the end, or a post-credit scene with the X-Men in them, that would have been sick. So Avengers vs. X-Men, the next movie should be that. Yeah, overall, I'm going to give this film a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed my whole time in the theatre. I was laughing my ass off at every single joke. But yeah, this is the end of the video, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. So, peace.